Hypocrisy.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Lawsplaining the Interwebs. I'm your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. With me, of course, is my boy Camelot. How you doing, brother?
Tired as hell for no reason.
Why would you get tired?
I just slept all day.
Have you tried not doing that?
No, it's depression, man. You just sleep forever.
Dude, that's true.
Until you eventually sleep forever.
Right. Like you gotta eventually kick your own ass out of bed and eat and shit like that. No, I get it's not been as bad this year, but a lot of years I get like a seasonal affective thing. I don't know if it's seasonal. It's really December that does it for me.
Yeah, I couldn't even get out of bed for like a week, and I was like, "What's going on?" And then all of a sudden, like, I'm fine now. It was weird. Now, and it did coincide with me like jumping back on the smashing train with Tinder. So I guess I'm like feeling better now.
Well, you got to get those endorphins up.
Yeah, and it's like it strokes the ego. You know, sometimes you're like, man, I'm feeling like a bitch. I ain't like dumping loads. YouTube sucking. Everything sucks. And then you're like, I just got to get a girl over here. And then you get a girl over here, and she's like touching on you, and you're like, all right, cool, it's fine then. We're good again. I don't feel worthless for some reason. That's all it takes, man.
It's weird what human companionship, and by companionship I mean dick action will do for you. Just
a good old-fashioned slobber pocket.
It fixes so much though. Like it's weird because yeah, I don't know, not to be crude and talk about human sexuality, but like seriously, it's this component that kind of matters a shitload. It doesn't necessarily have to be like with another person. I mean, but to me, I think it's just more effective if you've got an actual like person on the other end of the stick, so to speak.
Yeah, and then you could dude, this is what I usually do. All right, so
tell me.
This is what I've been doing lately. I'll have like one that I come back to like regularly, and then they think that like they think something's oh god damn, this is gonna happen. But me, I know that I'm just keeping you there so I don't have to be alone tonight. But they think like there's a future.
Wait, is this a smash partner or is this just a cuddle buddy?
Oh, definitely a smash partner. But like if I'm feeling like kind of bad, I'm like, hey, I'm about to make a fire. You want to come over? And they're like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, so they show up and you're like, yeah, don't worry, don't ask any questions about why this is happening.
Yeah, take your pants off.
The fire will be warmer.
Yeah, dude. Right beside the fire too, man. I had this chick like a week ago. Dude, I don't know what it is about. Have you ever seen House of a Thousand Corpses?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies.
Dude, it's amazing. So I've seen it. I've been watching it for years, but I watched it and I was kind of drunk. And I was watching it and it was kind of sexy. I don't know. I guess I was drunk, so it was like really sexy. The movie was for some reason.
Well, which part?
Yeah, all of it. Like
the part where they're like filleting Dwight from The Office, like a fish. That
when they reveal him as a fish. Yeah, that's the best part. No, so
like, oh my
dude,
God.
there's something about the music and the vibes. And then this chick was like laying on my lap, and I just like reached for gold, and then she just hopped up, and it was like dripping, son. It was awesome. Whew, that was it's a core memory. It was just a good one.
I love that movie. So that movie for me, I try and sell people on my Lifehouse theory of movie watching. Remember that shitty Christian band Lifehouse?
Yep.
And they have that song "Hanging by a Moment."
Yeah.
It's like their big song. Well, for me, like there's a bunch of movies out there and shows where like they will generally kind of just like suck. But I don't put House of a Thousand Corpses there. I think a lot of people do. Speaking of things that don't suck though, what's up, Sean?
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up, everybody? Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you.
Fuck. I feel bad. All I got's this tonight.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh my God.
You're no longer a white girl.
The classic Budweiser can. I've got various whiskeys within arm's reach. I don't know which ones I'm gonna drink. I meant my buddy Larry sent me this like 12 days of Johnny Walker, and it's just a bunch of little Johnny Walker samplers. And I was gonna suffer through most of those. Some of them, like I like Johnny Black and Red, okay, but like green, it's kind of weird. Gold is
like Johnny Blue.
I like it if I don't have to pay for it. I think it's overpriced, but it's fine. Like it's a fine whiskey, but I think it's too much. Personally.
Yeah, there was a dude in my chat, and he would tell me to get Johnny Walker Gold, and he would donate like $100 every stream, and he's like, "Get Johnny Walker Gold," and I'm like, "Ah, damn!" So like 4 months pass, and I'm like, "Man, I really need to buy this Johnny Walker Gold because this dude's been going hard for years." And
no, you should have strung that along. Grip that forever. Oh man, I'll get to the store tomorrow.
I have an emoji, and it's literally his name, and it has a Johnny Walker Gold like bottle. No, but I went to the store finally, and I was like, I need Johnny Walker Gold, and they don't export it to Alabama anymore.
What?
Yeah, and he's like, we got black, and I'm like, but I need gold, man.
Double black's okay.
Yeah, well, everybody likes double black.
White chicks especially.
Oh yeah. Oh man, those girls with big ol' asses, and you just know that she's been just creamed.
Okay, so I was telling you about my Lifehouse theory of media consumption. It's where it doesn't matter how good everything else is in the movie. Like there's a moment that makes it like worth it.
Yeah.
And House of a Thousand Corpses has it. You know what I'm talking about? It's where what's his face comes out, the brother, and he's got the cop right down on his hands and knees.
Yeah.
And it goes like silent. And it does a slow pan away up into the
for
distance.
like 20 seconds.
Way too long. And you're like, yes. And he shoots him, and you're like, there it is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh God, it's perfect. It was perfectly done. I'm like, Rob Zombie's like the greatest director of all time when I watched that. And then like the rest of his movies came out.
Yep.
And some of them, like 2 of them are good. From Hell was really good. From Hell's actually really fucking good.
Yeah. That's
not From Hell.
Devil's Rejects. Yeah.
Devil's Rejects.
The Devil's Rejects at the very end, when it just starts, it plays the entire Freebird song from start to finish. And as soon as the solo starts shredding, they just start flooring it towards the police. God, it's so badass.
Yeah, I love Devil's Rejects. I mean, that movie is just solid horror, like gritty grindhouse horror straight through. It does exactly what it needs to do. But like 31, not as good.
Yep.
You know, like I was okay watching it. The ending sucked.
There's some movie that his wife's in. It's called like Lords of Salem or something, and it was a tragedy.
Yeah, that was real.
I couldn't even watch it because they tried to make her a good guy, and she's not good at that, and she's just a terrible actress. And I was like, oh, I want to see her naked. Don't stop talking. Just stop talking.
Well, and by the time she did that movie, she's pretty old. Like Sherry Moon was getting old in Lords of Salem. I don't think she was even naked in that movie, was she?
I don't think so, but she should have been. I don't care how old she is.
He used to bring her out on stage in a leash and nothing else at shows.
That sounds badass.
Yeah. No, I always had a crush on Sherry Moon. She was a hottie.
Yep. And
but then she talked in House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh,
I was like,
God.
oh, God, that would get grating.
We need some liquor, Goober. It's Gober. Okay, Goober.
You annoying bitch.
We like to get fucked up.
I really enjoyed that that flick. Like seriously, House of a Thousand Corpses. When Drex comes on, he's gonna shit all over it, but that's okay.
I love it. I love every second of that movie.
But I never thought
Why
of that
does
movie
he
as Drexel, because he's bad at movies. Like he pretends to be good, but he just doesn't. I don't know. I don't know why I hated that movie. Although I will say that like that weird scene in the middle when they're doing the like reenactments and Sherry Moon does a Betty Boop song. I did really want to like peel her skin like a banana for that. Like I hated that segment of the movie. But it's not actually that long. It just feels long. And then once it's done, the rest of the movie's great.
Yep. And a lot of people don't like the part where he goes and hangs out with Dr. Satan. And that's a great part for me too. I love that part too. So
where he goes and hangs out like down the
very end when the chicks get thrown into Dr. Satan's little place.
Yeah.
And it's like real weird and trippy. I love that part.
Yeah. I don't know why anybody wouldn't like that. Like that's the whole payoff of the whole fucking movie.
Yep.
Anyway. So Sean, what's been going on, brother? How you been?
Been doing all right. Just was busy as hell the past couple of weeks. Now I'm finally done with all that. So
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, are you guys getting jizzed on by God with snow? Like, what the fuck is going on in this country?
Yeah. It's like 25, 30 below right now, and the wind's just tearing
Jesus.
everything apart.
Wait, where are you at? Alaska? What the?
No, Cleveland.
Damn.
Is that that's your wind chill, not your air temp, right?
Well, that's the wind chill right now, and then there was like a 150 car wreck on the turnpike. So,
oh my god.
Yeah.
So I'm in Alabama, so the whole place is closed because it's a -7 wind chill right now. So
Yeah, it's
a quarter inch of snow and Alabama's done.
yep.
We had -36 wind chill today. And of course, Lady Raggets and I had to go out and do Christmas shopping because, well, we've been trying to get the last couple things for our kids. And like my 15-year-old, we're like, what the hell are we going to get him? My 15-year-old and my 9-year-old, like, what are we going to get these damn kids for Christmas? Couldn't find anything for the longest time. And so we had to go out today to finally finish it up. And it is just brutal out and everything is cold. Everything is terrible. Everything was closing early. It was fucking annoying.
Yeah, it's like blistering. It's not even kind of cold. It's like jarring. It's like I walked outside and my knees got weak. Like right when you're about to blow your load, my knees are just weak, and I'm like, oh god, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it to the car because it goes steep down my like sidewalk to my driveway, and it was rough. It was cold as shit.
I'm surprised anything was open for you because here everything is closed.
Slim Chickens,
businesses, everything.
Slim Chicken's the only thing that's open.
Slim Chicken.
Man, oh god, I went to Slim Chickens. They got the mac and cheese bowls, and they just put chicken tenders in that bitch and like green onions, and it's just like, oh god,
that sounds pretty good though.
It's like creamy Jesus juice. It's like if Jesus was mac and cheese and chicken, that would be him.
Oh, wow.
Jesus,
so save your soul.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, so we went to the Wilmer Mall, which is like 12 stores total anyway. And like 9 of them were closed when we got there, and 11 of them were closed by the time we left. And it was supposed to be open another 2 hours. But we were walking around and through the mall, and Lady Raggeds was hungry. So I'm like, well, there's a Mexican place, and that's it, because there's no food court. There's a Mexican place and a shitty pizza place that's being remodeled. And so we ordered Mexican food and ate that. That was good. This place makes these Lomo tacos, which they take a ribeye and slice it razor thin and then just flash cook it on the grill and slap that bitch in a taco. Oh my God. It's so good. It's tender.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so I got the Lomo tacos, but then, yeah, we finally got my son a present, and then we went and we had to drive to Walmart, and that was fine until we left, because we bought, fucking everything. Like, this cart is loaded up with shit. I got a PS5 today. Just found one.
Hell yeah. There was just one sitting in the
There
Walmart?
were 5 of them.
Well, damn.
Yeah, they'd only let me buy one. I didn't want another one, but they'd only let you buy one. And so I got that because it's like, well, I don't know, I guess I'll have one of these. But I don't know. Like, I don't play very many video games, but we don't have a 4K Blu-ray player in our room. And not like, we don't usually have a bunch of Blu-ray. Like, we don't usually watch a bunch of Blu-rays anyway, but it's like, if you do, it's kind of nice. So I figured we just throw that in our bedroom and stuff. But anyway, so we buy all this stuff and the cart's loaded up, and we go outside, and that was the worst part. Cause like, when you just walk to your car and get in, it's no big deal. Like, it can be cold, but who cares? But you're standing out there trying to load all that shit in your car. Then you have to take the fucking cart to the cart return.
Nah, dude, just be a heathen and leave that bitch. Dude, no, I was leaving Walmart yesterday.
I can't do it, man.
They are everywhere. There was like 900 just rolling around by themselves and shit, like ghosts was pushing them.
Yep.
But I took mine back though, because I was raised by good parents, and I always push mine back. Even though there's a graveyard around me of other ones, I just still push mine back.
Yeah, sometimes I come out to my car and there's like 9 carts on one side and like 5 carts on the other side and like 2 carts in front. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Just go anywhere. Like, the cart returns right there. It's like 2 spots down. But Walmart sucks at placing those things up here. I don't know about by you guys, but they're always like halfway down the row. And it's like, that's really far if you park up close, but it's not as far as walking it back to the door.
Yeah, and I was parked way out that bitch because it was yesterday. And there was just people there buying shit. And I was just trying to get some food. So,
oh yeah, the storm hadn't hit you yesterday, right?
dude, yeah, I hate Walmart too. I don't want to go in. I hate going to Walmart, but I had to get a specific damn thing because I'm trying to finish my theater room, and I have all these movie posters, like my favorite movies, the 27 by 40s, and I had to get frames for them. And for some odd reason, Walmart has those. So I had to go get a bunch of them, and of course, it was just packed to the damn gills, son. It was awful, man.
No, we were already in the thick of the storm yesterday, so everything was already going to shit. Everything was closing down. God, it's fucking terrible. It's been really bad past 2 days. I mean, just danger weather. Like you go outside and it's not safe. That shit. I hate that shit.
Yeah, it's at the temperature right now to where if you went outside for like 30 minutes in like not normal clothing, you might die. It's like day after tomorrow shit. Like you'll flash freeze, man. You just stop moving, just gone.
Oh Jesus. But oh my God. But anyway, you guys get all your fucking Christmas shopping done? You done with all this?
Well, I don't do any of that, so I'm done.
You don't even buy your smash along Christmas gift?
No, absolutely not. Now, look, I'm
That's
lying.
cold, brother.
I'm
That's
completely
fucking cold.
I am lying because I went to Books a Million or Barnes and Noble, whichever damn one, and I bought a really nice, fancy version of A Christmas Carol. It's like a real big hardback, and it looks beautiful.
Mhm.
And that was for my main smash.
Okay.
Because she likes that shit. So I was like, yeah, there you go. And
But
it was
you
like,
keep it at your house, or did you give it to her?
oh, I gave it to her already. So
Oh,
we're
okay.
done. I'm done. That was it. I'm done.
Peace. Christmas is over.
Hell yeah,
Fuck
dude.
you.
Great.
Mm.
You have to reinforce the good ones. Just a little bit, though. Like once a year. Nothing more than that.
Yeah, you don't want to. I mean, you wouldn't want them to think that they're worth anything. That'd be terrible.
No, dude. That's the worst thing possible. Because then they find out there's like you had another one over Thursday, and then all hell breaks loose. So,
do they not know?
They know, but they don't think it's real. Like sometimes I'll be like, hey, make sure you get shit because I got another girl coming over Thursday, and I giggle, and then they giggle, and then they leave, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure they think I'm just messing with them.
Did they grab their stuff and leave, or do they just leave without?
Well, when they're leaving, like I'll be like, yeah, and then I'll be like, yeah, there's a good, there's another chick coming, so you gotta get shit. Make sure you don't leave nothing. And they're like, okay, whatever. And I'm like, I'm being serious, but I don't reinforce it. I'm just like, yeah.
Don't they watch your show ever, or like your Instagram or anything?
No. What do you do for a job? And I'm like, I have to like scratch my head and quietly be like, I'm a YouTuber. Like. I don't know why it feels embarrassing to say it. I don't really know why.
It does, though. It doesn't matter.
Because people always are like, oh, so like you like to do a little fun YouTube bullshit. And you're like, yeah. And they're like, how much does that pay? And I'm like, something circle or something good. 00. Okay. And they're like, what? I don't want to give the exact amount, but it pays a lot more than most things.
Yeah. It's like,
even my tiny ass, like it pays a lot. So.
Like, oh yeah. Oh, you do. It was, so yeah, when I was at this bar the other day, and I was talking to this girl, and she's like, what do you do? And I'm like, I do YouTube. And then, what? And I'm like, I make content for you. Like I make videos and shit on YouTube. It's like, what kind? I'm like, well, I'm a lawyer. She's, oh, you're a lawyer. I was like, no, like, not really. I mean, kind of like, yes, officially, but that's not what I do. It just doesn't like, it doesn't process. And this was not like an old person, right? This person was much younger than me. And I was like, how? I don't get it. I don't understand like the disconnect. But yeah, people like social media as a job is still a foreign concept.
And by the way, even when they find out that it's like the real deal, they still think it's like, man, I have friends that'll be like, hey, we're doing something Saturday. And I'm like, yeah, well, I have a show Saturday at this time. And they're like, why don't you just skip it? And I'm like, that's not how this works.
The same reason you didn't skip work today.
Yeah, and they're like, I mean, you should just do whatever you want. I'm like, it's not. If I did whatever I want, I wouldn't be here right now. Right. Yeah, I wouldn't have this as my occupation.
You have to fall on that sword from time to time.
Yeah, I have quite literally a notepad on my computer, and it has all my schedule like throughout the next 26 days of videos that are going to come out that are supposed to be edited, shorts that are already ready, all this that's scheduled on my YouTube. Like I have it all. Like it's a process. So
Sean, how do you manage that? Because you like this motherfucker down here. He has like a real job and a social media job.
I die. I can't do
I
it.
mean, I just kind of do it when I get a chance. I think that's really, I don't really have a plan. I try to plan things out, but when I do that, my real job gets in the way. So
Have people been bitching at you to stream trials and shit?
yeah, they want me to, and I'm like, I went out and they're not bitching, like, but they want me to do it, and yeah, it's great. I want to do it too, but I don't do enough of this to the point where it's, I can live off of it. And in the meantime, like right after Thanksgiving, I got to go jump on a trial and a civil trial for like 3 weeks out, and I quoted like a ridiculous amount of money, and the guy cut a check. So I was like, I was fucked. I had to do it. And
it's a good shitty problem to have.
It is, but like, God, they're like in the past, it ended last week, and I had like in those 3 weeks I was up, I did like 3 straight all-nighters, not in a row, but I like in those 3 weeks I did like an all-nighter each week at least. And
God,
we finally settled out, but holy shit. Like, yeah, like yes, I'd love to keep doing that stuff, but it's not paying the bills yet. So
yeah, well,
I just, like I said, I just do it when I get the chance, really.
Well, I think I haven't seen it, but my locals chat was talking about it. I think Radix Verum just did a video on like social media as a career. Did you guys catch that at all?
No.
I watched a little bit of it tonight.
Okay. Yeah.
I agree with her. Like, I'm doing this for fun. And if it turns out to like be something I can do something with, awesome. If this just turns into like I can buy some cool shit like some, thermal goggles at the end of the day, that's fine too.
And they're tax write-off.
Yes. Yes, dude.
Yes.
Everything I even sniff is a tax write-off. Like, I'm like everything. Like people like that are just now starting on YouTube. They're like, "What should I write?" And I'm like, "I write off everything." I was like, "Is it in your background, dude? Write it off." Like,
yeah, that
everything, man.
I think it technically doesn't even have to be in your background. I'm pretty sure if it's just in your like office space.
Yeah.
Because if you probably have it set up where you're either leasing your office space or you're tax writing off your office space as a workspace from your home or whatever. So like then if you just have something on the wall, like that's technically a tax write-off. It's crazy how like much you can do. I'm not your CPA, by the way. Talk to your own fucking CPA about this. What I need to do next year is write off all my liquor.
Dude, I've already done that.
How big was the write-off? How bad was it?
Oh my gosh. I almost was not approved for my new home loan because of how much I wrote off last year. They were like, "You made not that much." And I'm like, "No, it was just a big write-off. Please God, approve me for this house." Yeah. It's pretty interesting because you don't think about that until it's time. They were like, "Oh, you only made 62 grand." And I'm like, "No, that's not even close." Like, "Oh, but you wrote this off." And I'm like, "Oh shit." I didn't know that was how that worked. And I was like trying to get like approved for the house, and it was terrible.
Misty says, "You mean I can write off my AR-15?" Again, talk to your own tax person. I'm not your tax lawyer or your tax accountant, but it depends. I mean, if you're incorporating stuff into your content, if it's a decoration, all these fucking Warhammer books, I write all those things off. I don't write off the debt painting because I was charity. So, I mean, it gets written off that way, but stuff like that. I mean, you write it all off, man.
Yeah. The only thing I actually bought for here are the foam panels. The rest of this is shit I've had. So I got lucky there, but
you need to send me a link to foam panels because I don't know where to find them. And
I got them off Amazon.
I
just Amazon search it. See, I've never looked.
I'll send you a link.
Billion different kinds.
Yeah, and then when they come in a bag like this thick, and then when you open it up, it smells like formaldehyde and the tangent industrial mining concern.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, it smelled like cancer coming out of there. But no, the only thing like I do my own thumbnails, so like I have Photoshop. So yeah,
same.
Yeah. For Adobe, and I just like fucking around on that too. So
yeah, dude,
it's all a write-off.
I'm a dumb redneck dude, right? And I didn't graduate high school. I'm not artsy. I never went to college. And I feel like I'm getting pretty damn good at like Photoshop and thumbnails and shit. Like I'm starting to like I have like 90 layers and I'm I don't know. I can't explain it because it's hard to articulate my thoughts because again, dumb redneck guy. But dude, I've gotten pretty slick at that shit. But going back to what you were saying a minute ago, you said you do like YouTube and stuff for fun, and that's very important because that's how it always starts.
Yeah.
And then one day, like Nick had that. I watched Nick go from 80K to like 300K in like a week. It felt like, and then dude, I went from 900 subs to 90 in like 3 months. 90K, sorry, not 90. So 90K, and it went from being fun to being 100% job like immediately because it snowballs, and then it starts getting weirdly stressful and anxiety riddled like everything else does. So
yeah, and you have to like find ways to step back from that shit.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
dude.
it gets really fucking stressful.
Yeah,
and
drinking.
Cheers.
Yeah, dude, for real. No, it's and dude, that it's like it's like you were talking about.
For me, my fucking Nick knows my Discord's been fucking stressful.
I was about to say that
the past
shit.
day.
100%, dude. I had Discord for the first year. And one day, dude, there was like every day somebody would message me about some kind of drama. And I was like, you know what? And I just deleted my Discord app and I was done with it. And then I got an email about 6 months later and it was like, your Discord's no longer partnered. And I'm like, cool. I don't care.
Speaking of partners,
what's up, bitches?
What's up?
What are you wearing?
Not much.
He just got his balls out. Do the Vic Mignogna thing. Just pull that bitch down a little.
Oh, no.
Going full Aussie overload here. Sorry I'm late. I had Steve, Gosney, Danny, and Steph the Ultra Nerd on, and my 2-hour stream went 4.5 hours.
Oh, no worries. No worries. We're just here like we're doing this thing. So I was talking to a friend on actually on Discord today, and I was talking about like going through like a shitload of stress. And when you stream all the time, like you have a couple options. You can either like try and act like you're not stressed out. You try and act like you're not going through something, or you can kind of get on and kind of go through stuff with your audience.
Yep.
And it's weird because like I wanted to bitch about it, but at the same time I'm like, but like things worked out really well. Cause I mean, so the summary is like June was a really, really shitty month personally. Had some stuff happen in my own personal life that was just really fucking frustrating and really heavy. And then like July, I think September and October were YouTube strikes, bam, bam, bam. And then the full ban. And then it came back. And then I was in these like long negotiations with Rumble that started in like September and took until the end of November, beginning of December to like solidify. And it was just like constant. Everything was in turmoil and flux. And for me, my thing is I want to know where I'm going. I don't care what the answer is, but once I know where my destination is, I will gun for it as hard as I fucking can. And I'll try and make shit work and make it happen. I'll fight through everything, but I hate ambiguity. Like, is this going to happen? Is this not going to happen?
Yeah.
Am I going to be on YouTube? Am I going to be on Rumble? Like, it's like, oh, fucking hell. Like, I just want to finish figuring this shit out. And so it's like this long period of that. And it's like, the audience can pick up on stuff and like see that things are stressful, but it's like, you either have to like talk about it or just kind of acknowledge it, or you have to pretend it doesn't happen. Yep. And if things don't work out, it really fucking sucks. And then you get to bitch about it a lot. But if they do, you kind of feel like an asshole, like complaining, because we have this really charmed sort of profession when it works out.
Yeah.
But it isn't easy. It's still really fucking stressful. You still go through a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, that's a great point because I had a bad habit. I've gotten way better about it now. I had a bad habit of voicing how I was feeling all the time.
And those videos got shitloads of views when you do the like your I'm 30 and have no friends video or whatever.
Yeah, that was very unexpected, by the way. But I was like, I guess I'll put this out because everybody was like, hey, you go ahead and release it. And it got 800,000 views in like 3 days. It was unbelievable.
Well, I've just heard if you go to local auto parts, you can sort a lot of things out.
Yeah. you can find so many slobber
You
pockets.
motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Look at all these meat wallets everywhere.
Arby's open face roast beef sandwiches on display.
Jeff just
Oh.
Tarzans into the stream. Let's just bring this shit up.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, to go to the hardware store and find the 61-year-old lady. No.
She's got skills.
But yeah, no, dude, I had to get away from doing, because like I just felt like I was complaining so much. Because every stream I'm like, man, I'm in a bad mood. Like because I just I just been in a bad mood. YouTube fell off for like 3 solid months, and it's finally starting to come back. So
because you had like a pivot, right? And that's always fucking hard, because you opened up real strong on the GameStop shit. It was GameStop, GameStop.
Yeah.
And man, it hit the algorithm. People were interested, because everybody who's ever bought a fucking thing at GameStop's like, fuck this company. They're the worst company on the planet. No, I don't want your goddamn stupid Elite Pass thing that cost me $15, but saves me $5 today. It'll probably save me $15 in like 2 weeks. Like it's 15.
Yeah.
Just let me buy the goddamn game. And no, I don't want to pre-order 7 other games. And no, I don't want any of this other stuff. Like, I just want to look at this Funko Pop, please. Like, well, you can pre-order the new Final Fantasy. I don't have that. You can pre-order a PlayStation to go with it. Like, fuck. Like, leave me alone. I hate everybody who's been there.
Stalkers.
yeah.
Yeah, and they all know. So everybody hates GameStop, and they're all sitting there watching your videos. But then, like, that arc ends, and you have to do something else.
Yeah,
that's how you got on my radar. Was the GameStop stuff.
Yeah, I started talking about just everything. I was talking about Walmart, because I worked at Walmart too, and then I talked about.
Oh yeah.
I started talking about everything. So then
I lied. That's where your Walmart rants were. That was the first place I saw you.
Yeah, and there was the Walmart videos are getting hundreds of thousands of views, and then Dollar Tree videos get 100,000 views. Walgreens, and I'm like, oh, this is viable. Lowe's over and over, 100,000. I'm like, all right, cool. So this is what I can do. I'm very, very knowledgeable somehow.
Did Lowe's CEO fire everybody? Did that happen?
With who?
The Lowe's CEO?
No, it was one of my recent videos was the
I saw a title, something about gets on a phone call, CEO gets on a phone call, fires everybody.
Costco has a wireless division, or they have a third-party wireless division. It's a company called Wireless Advocates, and they just had a conference call like 3 weeks ago. And one of my friends was like, one of my friends works for that's how I found out about this. And he gets on the call and just fires everybody. He's like, by the way, this is your last day.
Merry Christmas,
bitches. And that was it. And then
pack your sack and drag it out of here.
Yeah, and it turns out the CEO apparently he pulled the contract. It wasn't actually Costco, and then he pocketed everything. And then he did it all for tax purposes, so he wouldn't have to pay like a certain. It was wild as shit. And then he just disappeared. So. It all worked out for his ass.
Extra move.
Ferraris for days. Yeah, dude. So, but yeah, it's finally starting to come back, and the streams never. That's the one thing about YouTube. It has a weird separate algorithm for streams and videos.
Yeah. Yep.
My streams have never stopped. They have always been good and solid and packed, like 200 to 500 people always.
That's like your core people.
Yeah.
Like that's the people who've made your show into their show. They're like, yeah, I'm going to watch your show. That's going to be my entertainment. That's the thing. The videos are like a fickle mistress.
Yeah.
Like until obviously there's some people out there who get a strong core, but it's really like videos are, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, even within that, your distribution is going to be shit unless it hits the algorithm. YouTube's like, well, they have like 400,000 subscribers. I'll send this to, 12,000 of its of the subscribers. They'll get a notification. Then the next day, another 20,000 will get it. It's like, the fuck? Like, can you just notify everybody like once? Just one time. Let's see how it works. Please. Just try that.
Yeah, could you imagine?
Like,
oh, wow. 100,000 views per video. Like forever.
It's like every retail salesperson ever will tell you, you just go and you talk to everybody and you sell the ad. And then somebody's going to click on it and bite. It's like, if it's getting a 10% click-through rate, like just distribute it to everybody. And the people who are subscribed, it's getting a much higher click-through rate. So go to them first, but it doesn't. It's fucking stupid.
Dude. You know what like makes me infuriated is the fact that I released a video 3 weeks ago, maybe, and it had a 24% click-through rate.
Holy shit.
And the first 24 hours, second day it had 13%. Still, after an entire 20, and I was like, how does this not have like 100,000 views immediately? It blows my mind.
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
I've been like, and every video is like something like that, and then all of a sudden you'll have an 8%, and it's just ruined. But yeah, it's
Well,
wild,
speaking
man.
of someone who is far above the 8%, what's up, Runkle?
Runkle, long time no see, buddy.
Oh, it's
Hey,
been a
Runkle.
while, and I can assure you, I am not not above 8%.
I don't even know what that means.
I think my click-through rate is something like, it just has like an unhappy face, like the Mr. Yuck face when I click on my analytics.
Would you please quit uploading videos? That's your click-through rate.
My analytics.
Why are you still here?
You tried.
Yeah,
It's just like Mr. Yuck, and that's it. It's like
my
go
gripe
away.
is, and I don't know if it's just because of me, if because I'm a small guy or a new, I don't know what it is, but every single video starts out with the yellow limited ads for the first 24 hours, and then it goes green after I could have got all of my advertising money. It's like, okay, nobody's watching it anymore. Now we'll monetize you fully.
Yeah, you gotta. There's some tricks.
Yeah, mine did that. Mine did that as soon when I covered the Act Man. Okay, so that was the last time my channel was popping. Was the Act Man got banned because the Quantum TV bullshit, and I made a video about it, and it got like 70K or some shit, and I was like, oh damn, I guess I'll make another one. And I made like 4 in a row because it got a grift, man. And they were popping off, and then all of a sudden I got an email from YouTube, and it's like, yeah, your channel will have a longer checks than normal, I guess where they check ads. So all my videos were yellow for like 12 to 24 hours every single time.
That's where I live.
Yeah, and I was like, what did I do?
Let me bring on one of my favorite artists on the planet. What's up, Joe?
Joe Ball.
Nice.
Nice intro, buddy.
Coming in to see what
Coming
y'all
in coughing.
I'm smoking, man. I'm in myself tonight. Yeah, and I hope you guys are too. I hope you're all having a good. You're all in the holiday spirit,
Well, now that it's approved, I'll be smoking too.
I was so drinking earlier, and I'm right now in that stage where your body's like, you had a lot to drink. Let's get you out of the fun stage and into the stage where it's like, now it's all like downhill.
Into fighting Runkle mode, into
See,
warrior
well,
elf mode.
When that happens, you need to wait 30 minutes and then have another drink.
Yes.
That's kind of the thing. I'm in that, like, I need to wait a little bit because right now I'm doing the, like, I'm having little burps and it's like, this feels like it's training, like my body warming up for something. So
It's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve in Korea. I started drinking at 10 a.m. because it's Christmas Eve and Saturday.
Oh, that's
what I'm doing tomorrow too.
My daughter's birthday is tomorrow. So
Oh my.
She got
that's some
Wow,
timing.
you guys fucked her over on that.
yeah, she got a rough one. So it's like so tomorrow is her day. And then tomorrow night we do a Christmas Eve tradition where we get like one movie that was usually released this year. I don't know if this movie was.
You guys don't watch Die Hard with the kids?
Not yet. Not yet. We get a new movie that the kids haven't seen every year. And then we get like a box of a bunch of movie theater snacks. So we got like hot tamales and nerds and milk duds and all this stuff.
Cool.
And then we get popcorn and all the kids get matching pajamas and they each get like a stuffed animal from the movie. And we all hang out and just watch a movie right at the end of the night on Christmas Eve. So that's like our day tomorrow is I have to go out and get I have to get tissue paper and like bottled water.
What are we watching?
tomorrow.
Rocky Horror Picture Show? What are we doing?
I don't know what Lady Raggett ended up settling on. No, I think it's do you guys remember that movie Enchanted?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The real life Disney movie. Yeah. We're watching the sequel to that, I think, Disenchanted or something, I guess. I don't know. I don't ever
sequel to that one?
Yeah, that's what I said.
We're gonna have a strong woman princess.
Yeah, it was weird, but
True, princess.
It's gonna be
so
midnight Christmas Eve is my diehard night, and that it's Christmas Eve, so I'm dipping into the High West Yippee Ki discontinued rye because it's Christmas. Once a year we get some Yippee Ki whiskey.
Hey, Nick, are your kids all old enough like they know Santa Claus isn't real, or do some of them?
We never did Santa Claus. Ever.
Oh, okay.
No, we were like, we're not going to lie to our kids.
Sean, what are you saying?
Oh, I
Yeah,
feel
actually,
like you just,
no, if my kids ever ask about Santa Claus, I'm just gonna show them Jeff's screen cap.
Like, oh
trust
yeah,
me,
we're
you don't
we're
want him
glad
to
we
be
never
real.
knew.
Yeah, Santa's out banging Russian hookers. There you go.
If
Yeah,
this
I was the
came down the
consultant for
chimney,
Bad
I would be
Santa.
I'd be shotgunning it to death immediately. but yeah, so
Korean
my
tomorrow,
lap, little boy.
Santa.
tomorrow's like a busy fucking day because I gotta I have
Gotta
to go
watch
out
out
in
for
the
your
cold again
guest.
first.
I'll be going down some chimneys tonight. Got to watch out for yesterday's guest.
No. Speaking of, I got a couple super chats to read while we're going here. Thank you, by the way, to the YouTube audience sending super chats, the Rumble audience sending Rumble rants. We are going to switch the YouTube over to just Rumble after an hour. The link is in the description. So we will be doing that, just so you know. I want to give everybody ample time to pop on over and give Rumble a shot. This is, if you don't know about this yet, if you've missed this announcement, I have signed a deal with Rumble. That means 3 shows a week are Rumble exclusive shows, which typically means that they do start on YouTube and Rumble. And then after an hour, we move over there, trying to get people to experience a new platform and know that it actually is here to stay. It is it's a great platform, and they're making improvements all the time. They just actually had an improvement where their videos now embed into Rumble or into locals, which is fucking great if you run a locals chat like I do. So, but Samuel Williams, the founding father, says, have you seen the channel Cart Narcs? He goes around confronting people that don't return shopping carts. It's hilarious. No,
I had somebody do that to me once. I just said cool and drove the fuck off. Hey, place your car back. Yeah, I know, and I drove off.
My first job was rustling carts at his grocery store, so I can't leave a cart not in its proper place. It just I can't do it.
Same. Piggly Wiggly for me. Yeah.
I just cannot. I cannot I cannot.
It is funny though because
leave it.
he acts like an enforcement officer. You
Oh,
know?
does he?
Yeah, I've seen him.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I wait for somebody to run him over and break his legs.
Mr.
He
Ball, what
plays
you got?
it
You got a
very
Rocky
serious,
Patel going
even though
there?
It's a complete joke.
Is that a Rocky Patel 20th anniversary you got smoking there? What is that?
I don't. It's got a bunch of Spanish words. It's a Nicaraguan
Okay.
cigar. It's not showing up too well
Just
there.
Spanish words on
You
it.
can't say
But,
that until we go to Rumble.
I don't know. It was
Okay.
It was
something
choppy.
My wife
It was-
looked up what the top cigars of the year were. Just ordered a bunch of them.
nice.
Is your internet connection across like 2 tin cans and a string?
It's across
You're
state
picking
lines.
up-
Cal Rittenhouse ISP.
His internet connection is chasing Kyle Rittenhouse down right now. It's suffering. It's got holes.
Joey, you gotta get yourself an air filtration
We're
system.
getting brutalized in Cincinnati right now, so Spectrum's just a complete mess around here. It's been off and on all day.
Joe, how's death coming?
It's going pretty good. I still got a little bit of work to do on it, but we're getting close to the proof stage to where we can get
really
proof copies printed up, and as long as that goes well, I'm hoping to start fulfillment like around January, like late January, February. So
oh my
it's
God,
I had some other people come up last minute that I wanted to do artwork for, so it was
Guys,
nice to get a few dudes in. I'm hoping to get work from anyways.
If you don't know, Joe Ball is the artist and creator of Death on Indiegogo. It is one of the most impressive things you will see, especially for the price. You're talking about a 300-page graphic novel, and it's like $25. The guy's a fucking idiot. Like just a complete moron selling it at that price. but it's legitimately like you will not find art like that anywhere else. It's fantastic. And I hope to poach him into doing some artwork for me at some point in the future if he's ever not busy, which I doubt it. But yeah, check that out. Indiegogo Death.
We'll get it worked out. It'll happen eventually. It'll be awesome.
I like it.
Yes, thank you guys.
like it.
I appreciate it. It is a labor of love, and I think you guys will all see it when you take a look at the artwork and the story and whatnot.
And if I got this right, it's a mix of like Berserk, Transformers, and the Bible is like kind of the themes going on in there, right?
Yeah.
That's an interesting
Yeah,
combination.
Oh, that
it's a
sounds
weird,
cool.
weird.
Yeah.
Dude, if
Yeah.
you look at it, it looks so fucking good.
That sounds cool.
I can't wait to get it. I can't.
Well, that
wait
reminds
to
me.
get
There was an old comic book in the
Well, it's like-
80s called Scout. That
it's all the
there'd been like
things
this
I kind of-
post-apocalyptic world, and like they were using Lord of the Rings as their Bible. You know, that was a really cool comic.
That's messed up.
it. Yeah.
Well, that's
called Scout,
that's
yeah.
interesting as well. It's almost like it's based around like a biblical event, but everything kind of hops off from there. So it still allows the biblical lore back into it, even though 1%
Cool.
based within it. You know, there's a fine line you ride with Bible stuff where you don't want it to appear as if you're changing a story or altering something just for the need of the fiction. So it's a jump off point, and you still see a lot of the, you know, God still shows up, characters still show up, even though it's like, you know, organic robots and sci-fi monsters, and it's definitely a strange mix, but it works.
Cool.
You're gonna love it.
Cool.
It'll geek people's brains out. Yeah.
You know what I love? There's like certain books and art where they'll incorporate a bunch of like crazy stuff, but like when the artist or the creator has like God show up, it's always really fucking interesting. Two of my favorite books are Ilium and Olympus, and like Olympus starts to get really crazy, and they incorporate like all these different mythological deities and powers and stuff like that. But they're all terrified of the original one, like all of them. And like he's not really in the book, but like they're all fucking worried that he's gonna show up, because when he shows up, shit's gonna go down. It's like really interesting. It's just this little subtle nod, like, oh yeah, by the way, Christianity, yo. Scary stuff for all of you.
Preacher's a good one.
I was about to
Preacher.
say that too. God, you took my thing, man.
Preacher.
Talk about Preacher. I love, dude. Preacher's my favorite of all time.
No, I love that. Where like they're trying to keep Jesus's bloodline alive, and so by the time they get to like modern day Jesus, he's just inbred slobbering idiot.
Yeah.
He's just been inbred for 2,000
Was this a
years.
comic book?
No, yeah, it was a comic book, and then it became a series. It was like a TV series.
Was
Yeah.
it an Image comic book?
I'm not sure who made it.
Yeah.
I've
Was
never
it
heard
Dark
of
Horse?
it. I don't think I've.
It's just called
I think
Preacher, and there's
Vertigo published it. Yeah.
I think there's
Vertigo
like 10
Vertigo
books.
Vertigo.
There's 10 books, I think. There's either 6 or 10, and I read all of them in like a 4-day period.
Yeah, God is missing from heaven. They eventually find him in an S&M dungeon dressed up as a Dalmatian with a collar around his neck.
Okay, so not everybody pays respect to the Christian deity. I mean, some people don't. I like when he shows up in Family Guy, like when God's at the bar trying to pick up the woman, and
Sometimes
he
they say-
accidentally lightning bolts her, and he
Yeah.
goes, "Jesus Christ!" And then Jesus busts through the wall in an SUV. He's like, "What, Dad?" He's like, "We gotta go."
Well, remember when The Simpsons first came out and all the churches were warning us against the Simpsons being anti-Christian? Now they're like the icon of family relationships, or they've changed over the past 30 years.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird to see culture shift like that. Yellow Flash 2, speaking of a culture shift, says Happy Hanukkah, Nick. Hey, what's up, Flash? How you doing? Happy Hanukkah. I don't speak any Yiddish, otherwise I would.
It's a good reason not to.
Well, I do. I don't know if you guys saw, but I have I did get
Sure.
I was gifted a yarmulke to do the unbreaded readings
Oh, no.
just during Hanukkah.
Oh no. No.
Hayden 75 says write-offs can work a certain
Get
way.
those superpowers, Nick. Put it on.
Joe
I
is
can't-
currently driving to your house with a bat,
Well, Joe's wife is driving him here, to be fair.
Yeah.
and he's got to take a break every Saturday, so it's taking him a while.
Yeah, they got to have the goy do it. They got to have. They can't drive the car. They have to have someone do it for them.
Hayden 75 says write-offs can work a certain way. With my work, I live at work for 2 out of 3 weeks a year. I can only write off a certain percentage of expenses, but it works out. Yeah, the best part is, God, we can write off everything. I mean, when you're streaming, anything relate like that's for your business, So
God,
people
I
are
wish
like,
I lived in the States.
are you gonna
gotta
buy?
get it-
You gonna buy a
Oh,
new
sorry.
graphics card? Yeah. Which one? Like the top one? I don't know.
All of them.
It's
Yeah.
like why? Well, it's a write off, so it doesn't matter. Like, why would you buy less than whatever the maximum is?
You have
What
no
were you
idea
saying,
how much I
Runkle?
doing firearm law is fantastic because it's like, all right, I would like to buy a gun, and I'm also going to do a video about it. And I mean, but at the end of the day,
And I need to go to the
still have
range.
gun.
Yeah.
Well,
Are you
like,
going to buy the Buttmaster before it's outlawed?
well, there's only one Buttmaster, right? There, and it
What the fuck is the butt master?
Oh,
So
yeah.
I did a video on this.
This good. This is good.
So with
Sounds cool on face value.
Bill C-21, they added this like long list of guns they want to ban. And one of them that like everybody noticed and was like, what the hell is with this is the Serbu Buttmaster. Now, I saw that and I was like, huh, I've never actually heard of the Buttmaster. That sounds like a joke product out there, but like,
Are you the
I'll
ass
have-
keeper? I am the butt master.
Well, so Mark Serbu apparently has a YouTube channel, which I hadn't watched before, but when I checked it out, I mean, he does good stuff. He's got like
Put the picture up, Runkle. It's pretty
175,000
funny.
subscribers. And so he was like, I was the guy who made this, and I made one of these specifically to troll to troll the government. It's a single shot 22. And the joke is that it's like a small insertable firearm. Like he's like, this is the joke is that you could put this up somewhere. And I'm like, okay. But
But
there's
for like
literally
covert transportation.
Yeah, it's a prison
pretty
wallet.
much.
Yeah.
It's like this is prison wallet concealable. And it actually it's got a little suppressor that comes with it that is also it's like the I think it's like the rectal concealment sound device, I think he calls it, or something like that.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah, I actually
Hope it
googled it
is
just
a-
now. It's
This is
100% a
Gavin and
dildo.
Milo all
It's just
over
a
again.
it's just a metal dildo. That's a
That's
It's a
fine.
22.
metal
It's
dildo that shoots a 22 caliber.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
can someone share this screen? Do you have this pulled up, Camelot?
Yeah.
I
I
have
woke
I
up
had a
and this was-
video.
The bullet, my
Yeah.
internet's fucking with me.
I saw Ian's video
Oh,
like
no.
the second
And
I opened my eyes, and I
Mark
knew it
Serbu
was going
is
to be a
fucking
great day.
hilarious.
And
He fucks around all the time. He comes up with hilarious shit.
so
Runkle in the morning is funny.
the government like specifically identified this as something that needs to be banned. And I'm going, nobody in Canada has ever been shot with the Buttmaster because there's only one of them in existence and it's never been to Canada. And I can tell you that like most of the homicides in Canada are Toronto gangsters shooting each other with guns they smuggle from the US. And none of them are smuggling them in their prison wallets. They're smuggling them in cars because, they're using handguns, not butt guns. It's freaking ridiculous. And
Here we
yet
go.
the government is banning this. It's just ridiculous. Yeah.
That's
Like,
it.
Does it get any more concealed
Yep.
carry gun?
I think I don't know if there's enough flanging on the end to
I
keep
feel
it
like
safe.
it sets a precedent unheard of in the past.
And you thought the Baldo is exciting.
Oh God,
But,
that's just
I
a
mean-
piccolo.
so I feel kind of offended
put it
that
in
I
your
had to
mouth,
put
though.
in. Yeah, I mean,
Wait till
touch
you
this
shove
thing
a
only with
22
gloves.
up your beehole.
At least it's
I-
a 22 and not a
It's so
45.
stupid.
I had to
Jesus Christ.
basically make a Freedom of Information request for all documents that reference the Buttmaster to two separate government organizations, and I had to pay money for this, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm paying money to ask for information about the Buttmaster.
Wait, does it shoot?
It
How-
sh-
does
it's
it
a
shoot out
22
of your
caliber.
ass like if you need to?
No, you would have to use it with your hands, so you'd have to
Oh, okay.
extract
Do
it
a lot
to
of
fire.
Kegel
If you did,
exercises
yeah, you'd have to
first.
do some butt kegels for that.
I'm
What
just
if-
wondering if like they do the search and they're like, bend over, we got to do the cavity search. Like, at your own fucking risk, man.
Take your swing.
Yeah, you could get like a custom trigger, like somehow, and like wire it to your like hand, and you could literally be like at a politician's speech and just bend over and just launch.
They gotta build one that you fire by clenching real hard.
Yeah. Oh, that would work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Act like you're
the
about to
butt
shit. And you
kegels.
just launch them.
It's just Do your
It reminds-
kegels
I've
and
got a
fire
toy
off.
too and a
and-
condom with 6 8 balls in it.
Well, see, I'll have this problem where I'll sit down, and when I actually like sit down at night after a show and everything, I'll sit down to like I don't know, just relax, and I'll pull up like YouTube shorts or Instagram shorts or whatever, and I'll just swipe and just keep fucking going. And I saw this guy was playing like Call of Duty or something, and he called it the Taco Bell execution. And he'd roll up to someone, he'd sneak up behind them while they were squatting, and he'd throw a sticky bomb right on their ass. And then he'd shoot them like 5 times, and they'd fall over, and then the sticky bomb would explode, and it looked like they had a Taco Bell blast out of their anus. Like, you came up with this shit, and then you pulled it off.
Your shorts are different than mine. Mine are just yoga and Austrian pole vaulters. That's all I get.
Well, Jeff, this is one of many.
Man, that's the rough thing about the algorithm for shorts or for reels or whatever, because like obviously I want to look at some turd cutters, so I'll start getting a lot of them, just nothing but asses, and then yeah, you'll get the cringy ones where it's like a girl that's like with a motivational speech every time. She's like, "You can do it if you believe in yourself," and I'm like, "I'm just here to look at your ass." And everybody else is too. You don't have to put the inspirational bullshit like in the caption or like all over the screen. You're covering up your ass, and I want to see the ass. So
I'm sure she thinks that that's what people are there for, is the inspirational speech.
yeah. Because she was born with amazing genetics. Oh yeah, because every 400-pound bitch can just look like you. Come on now, girl.
It's the algorithm. The algorithm is like a cruel master, right? Like, because one day you're sitting there and it's like, oh, I flipped it on today, and I click on something, and then I scroll up. It's like, watch my shuffle dance. And I get a lot of these like shuffle, like house shuffle dance, and it's girls like not wearing a bra. She's just wearing a loose tank top and shorts, and it's just like just going crazy. I was like, Jesus Christ.
We ain't paying attention to your feet.
It's like 10 million views. I'm like, yeah, it's an instructional video.
Dude, it's some bullshit. And sometimes you'll be post-nut clarity and you're trying to swipe through to relax, and it's just giving you more asses. And I'm like, dude, I'm not in the mood for the ass right now. And they just keep giving me ass. And you know what really
You're
sucks?
like, right now I want to learn about nuclear physics, please.
Yeah. You know what really blows penis is my strip club video or my short that I just put out, the reel, didn't do shit. And it's like my favorite one I've ever put out. It's just hilarious. I even laugh at it. It's just hilarious. And I watch it, and it's great. And it gets like 1,000 views. And then you'll see a girl, and like you'll just swap to the next one, and it's a girl, and she looks great, obviously, but she just stands there and nothing happens. And it has like 100 million views. And I'm just like,
yeah. Yep. There's that one company. I don't know if they got shut down because I don't see them in my algorithm anymore. It's called like Sweet Sirens or something. And like I would swipe through and I'd see like 12 of these out of 20. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And it's always just some like super hot chick in like an evening gown or whatever for doing nothing for 8 seconds. And yeah, just like 100 million views. It's like, guys, stop clicking on these goddamn things. As I sit there and click on them.
It's our fault. It's our fault. And I know it is our fault because I look at the asses
God's
too, man.
fault, Camelot. It's God's fault.
Why do they make asses look like cheesecake? Like, dude, it's like the same. It's like the same like part of my brain that like sees cheesecake and I get weak. It's the same thing with asses.
Preach.
Oh God,
Preach,
girl walk
Camelot.
by and dude, it'll just you know how she steps down with her heel and it strikes like a lightning bolt up her ass and then it moves a little. Dude, that's like biology right there.
It's like you take the escalator up, you wait a few additional stairs just so you're at eye level and you don't have to look down. You can just look straight across. Yeah.
No, Jeff, don't do that.
It gets my heart rate
that.
increases just thinking about that shit.
Exactly.
Dude, I work out every single day, so you know the testosterone be going through the roof. God, man,
shit, yeah. I read Arnold's, or I was watching Arnold talk about that or whatever, where he's like, I have to fuck before the gym and after the gym. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Are you talking about pumping iron?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to do all kinds of crazy shit.
Well, it's true. The wife's not around, so it goes after the ugliest maid that's ever graced the planet.
Gotta get it out of the
No, Jeff. When he back in the 70s, like when he gave interviews, those were fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
He's got like 3 women on each arm as he's pumping off the ground. Yeah.
when the testosterone takes hold, nothing else matters. Doesn't matter what the maid looks like, bro. Doesn't matter anymore. You just gotta go and dump that load as soon as possible.
You're just on Tinder, like,
Is that what
yes.
the weather did to America? It's like,
Yeah.
look, I'm looking at you, girl. You're not the best looking one. You got that weird penis hanging off they call Florida, but I don't even care.
No, that's what I'm saying, man. If your heart's racing, you post workout, and then like, it's like a effeminate boy thing. You never know. It might just have to happen.
It doesn't, Camelot. That never has to happen. I promise you, that never has to happen. You don't have to find a femboy. Like
Just ignore it.
There's an ugly woman next to him somewhere. Like, just go find her instead. Jesus.
Just ignore the Audi, man. It's fine.
Cam, you just fell for a lawyer trap.
That's not an Audi. It's two Audis.
It's just a big clitoris.
Hayden 75. Oh, wait, read that one. Shredder S07. Nick, please toast to parents who self-torture during Christmas, all to see joy in their kids' smiles. I'm out in the freezing cold assembling a trampoline. Glad to have rackets and a glass of rye to keep me warm. Cheers. Oh my God.
cheers.
You committed bastard. You should be committed. Cheers to you, brother, and all the parents out there who have not given up on trying to make these damn kids smile on this one day out of the year. You're all champions. Your kids love you. Don't worry about like the prices of gifts. Don't worry about all this stuff. Your kids are happy to spend time with you, to open up something, to forget it 3 days later and go back to the iPad that they were already playing on, but they get to spend a day with you and enjoying the fact that you thought about them. So cheers to all of you.
Cheers.
Also, please tell me that this is not in like Edmonton weather, because if you're outside trying to assemble a trampoline out in this, they're gonna find you in the spring.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, where's Daddy?
Yeah.
Like, no, he's gone, dude.
How
I'll
cold
tell you, I'm
is it?
so happy my son is 22 years old, and our Christmas exchange is like, did you get the $400 I sent you? Yeah, thanks. All right, talk to you in March.
Oh my!
I just
my
send him
parents-
money. He's happy.
My parents asked me what I wanted for my birthday. I'm like, I don't know, like, just say hi or something. I don't. You don't.
Socks.
Don't give me anything.
Yeah.
Just
Phone
don't give me
call.
anything.
Yeah.
And so then I didn't know it was from them. I just get this fucking heavy box. It's tiny, but it weighs a lot. And I open it up. It's from Midwest Tungsten. And it's just a cube, like a 1-inch cube of tungsten, which weighs a shitload for like how big it is. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I didn't order this. And I'm sitting there and my dad calls me. He's like, hey, did you get your birthday gift? It's like, I don't know. He's like, yeah, it should have come on the 19th or whatever.
It's a
Yeah,
cube
I
of
said-
tungsten.
He's like, I checked. It was delivered on the 19th. I'm like, no, I don't know. Maybe. I was like, oh, wait, did you get me a tungsten cube? And he's like, yeah. I was like, that was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, you could throw it at an intruder and kill him.
Yeah.
Set it on fire. That'd be cool.
Like I didn't even want anything, but I got this little thing. It's just a desk ornament or whatever. And it's pretty cool. It's this neat thing. I like had all my kids like holding it and they're like, geez, like it's heavy. It's like, oh, this is great. Thank you. And then, but yeah, it's like, don't get me anything. Just please.
It's like
It's
the
fine.
dude. It's like the YouTube credit card. It's heavy as shit. It feels like it weighs like 5 pounds.
The YouTube credit card.
Yeah, like so once you get past 200,000 subs on YouTube, you can apply for. It's like the YouTube credit card. It's for content creators on YouTube.
Oh, it's not called YouTube credit card
No,
though. It starts like a K, right?
Yeah, it's called Carrot,
God damn it! I need to get one.
and it is fantastic. You could literally, how you throw cards. You could throw it at an intruder, and it would go through their ass.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
totally
I know
Joker
someone
and
else.
just like slit someone's throat with it.
I wasn't
someone else
interested
who's got
until
one.
you started
Yeah.
talking about its usefulness as a weapon. Now I'm curious.
If I'm not mistaken, they like don't even do a credit check. They just check your social media metrics,
Yep.
right? And they're like, how much do you make? And then
Yep.
that's what you get. Like you get approved based off of that.
Yeah, the spending limit's like outrageous. Like I'd never spend that much. So it has my logo on it and shit, and it's like real heavy and black. It's really nice.
So do they just deduct
So
it
you
from
like
your,
heavy
your earnings?
Black
or-
things.
Yeah, well, Drex isn't here yet, but yeah.
I was talking about Lizzo.
Oh no, dude, there is only so far. I'd rather
It's not
dude,
that heavy. Nothing
I'd
is
pick-
that heavy.
I'd pick Lofty over damn Lizzo.
Oh my god,
God.
poor Lofty.
Imagine the
I
smell,
don't think
man.
Lofty
No.
would argue with that.
Cottage cheese.
Woo,
Uh,
smegma's hell.
Jesus Christ, Madcore Mofo
Make
says,
some bread with that.
Merry Christmas to you all. Nick, Vices, Sean, Camelot, Runkle, and John. Wishing you all a safe and happy New Year's. Hey, thank you. Did I forget to send Drex the link? No, I sent Drex the link.
Hopefully he's not
He's-
sitting there going like, "Oh, who's forgotten about me?"
No, he's not in the thing. I've been watching. Merry Christmas, Madcore Mofo, and Happy New Year's to you as well. Definitely not. Brandon says, come on your face again. At John XO, it gets old after a while. Oh, okay. Frederick Little, Merry Christmas to you all and your families. God bless. Hey, cheers to you, Frederick. Thanks for the very large super chat. Ducky Tats and Art says, what's up, Rackets? Have you gotten your copy of the ISOM comic book from the Rippaverse? That dude is killing it. No, I never bought Eric July's comic. I should have. I should have bought it, but I didn't. Redrick Lesser. I don't remember as
people buying it. He'll be fine.
He made like what, 3 million or something. It's crazy, and he deserves every fucking penny. By the way, just absolutely crushed it. Told everybody who told him, yeah, you won't succeed, you won't do this, and he's like, yeah. By the way, fuck you. He just nailed it. Let's see. Redrick Lesser. I don't remember asking Santa for trauma this year when yesterday someone broke into my home when I was alone, screaming that he was going to kill me. It does make me appreciate your show more to distract myself. Holy shit.
Jesus.
There's no punchline to that. That's just a thing that happens.
If you're home alone, just like put some thumbtacks on the stairs, some Legos in the hallway,
Get you
And
some
a shotgun.
paint cans. Yeah.
I gotta say that whole movie is way shorter if Kevin McAllister has a shotgun.
Yeah, when he shoots fucking Joe Pesci on the top of the head, it's like it would look like Ronnie McNutt right there in his fucking kitchen.
Yeah.
Gross. Let's see. Legal layman. Oh, someone. Runkle, we gotta. Bye, Joe. Did he have to
The
go?
weather finally took his
Bye.
internet from him.
Joe Ball has left us. Runkle, we gotta do a show and talk about the Canada taking the NFA registry thing.
Oh
at some
yeah,
point.
I mean, the thing is right now it's just a theory because that's pretty much the only way they'd have figured out what the buttmaster is because they've never seen one or anything else. But I put in freedom, like it's called an ATIP here, but I put in requests to get that information. The problem is that they stall those things out for forever. So I expect I'm probably going to get answers to that in like 2030. And that answer will probably be, we need more time.
Yeah.
I mean, at least at this point, the ATF's only giving out information about guns, not actually giving out guns to random people at this point. So it's a step up from what they've been doing.
I mean, are you sure? Because that's what they claimed when they were giving guns out to random people. So, but we've also got did you hear about the Mounties who got busted at a gun show in the States?
I heard about this.
They sent some RCMP to they were basically snooping around and taking down license plates of people who were at a gun show. And they were super suspicious. So the people at the gun show called the cops and were like, there are these suspicious assholes who are wandering around and we don't know what they're about. So the cops pulled up and found out that they were the RCMP and were like, you don't have any permission to be running this kind of operation. Let's get you back to the border and out of this place. And yeah, I mean, that story pissed me off for a number of reasons. Amongst them, why are the RCMP so bad at their jobs? Like, it's really not hard to surveil a gun show, but when you're standing out so badly that people want to call the cops on you at a gun show, you suck at your job. Because there's all sorts of weirdos at a gun shop. Like,
yeah, we actually want we want the cops to show up here. Like, no, never.
No, also,
Except
the other
now.
thing too is, I'm sure that, thank God they didn't run into somebody, an American, because the RCMP doesn't take shit from nobody. But when you're on this side of the line, those people are not going to take shit from you. And I wonder, because they probably were likely armed, and they had no right to be armed this side of the border either.
Although I've only been
all
to
kinds of laws were broken.
How weird do you
although
have
in
to be
Utah-
to get?
Wait,
called
no,
out as-
wrong. They do have a right to be armed this side of the border. Because the Second Amendment guarantees your right to be armed.
They're operating as governmental entities, though. They're not operating as random citizens.
So don't be a sovereign citizen.
Well, you don't have to be a citizen. You just have to be under the jurisdiction of the United States. Of course, they're not if they're operating.
They're operating
yeah,
as
that's right.
governmental
Yeah.
agents of the Canadian government.
Well, I've only been to, although I'm from Utah, I've only been to one gun show in my life, and I met the second most racist person ever to the point it scared me, and I left.
That's the thing, is you could be at a gun show wearing shorts so small that your testicles are hanging out, shouting about how the government has putting bees in your teeth and holding a sign that says kill the whatever racial group you feel like at the particular time. And somebody'd be like, yeah, that checks out.
Wait,
that might not get you a call to the local police force, but these guys
Runkle,
have you seen me at a gun show,
Runkle?
Runkle, how'd you know my spring video plans?
But no, that happens.
I'll tell the second most racist person story when we go over to Rumble.
But that said, though, Nick, this kind of shit happens when you live in, like, if you're in Nevada, police from California will go sit at a Nevada gun show and try to track all the California plates. New York cops go to Pennsylvania and do this. New Jersey cops go, and they do this all the time. So, but yeah, the RCMP thing, like, I'm not gonna lie, if I saw one of those guys, you know, and the RCMP guys, they think they're hot shit. I'm surprised they didn't have a problem with somebody.
Well, they had Canada plates, which is stupid because, like, why wouldn't you go and does the budget not include $100 to go rent a car for the day to, you know, have?
Hey man, have you seen car rental prices lately?
They thought nobody was going to catch them, Runkle. That's why they did it. They thought they were going to be fine.
I mean, the key thing is you go to like Home Depot. Home Depot will rent you a van for cheap. So I don't know. It was just baffling, but I'm disappointed that the RCMP sucks so bad at their jobs that they got caught in like 10 minutes.
Wait, who's this clean-cut three-piece suit-wearing guy at the gun show? He doesn't fit around here.
With Canadian plates.
Oh my God,
sitting there writing stuff
Jeff,
down.
You know,
did you guys see the Golden Corral brawl?
Oh yes, I did.
Oh yes.
We're gonna review that because I got questions about why my man's in a suit at Golden Corral. Like I have serious questions about this.
Oh yeah. Well.
We'll do that on Rumble. Legal Layman says, "Hey Nick, I finally got the brains to advertise my channel while on the channel instead of just talking about it. First video coming up soon. Also, mind linking my channel in the Rumble and locals. Merry Christmas, everybody." This is Legal Layman on YouTube. You guys can check him out and see he's not a lawyer, but he's a lay person interested in the law who's talking about legal content. So give him a check. See if you like his stuff. Hayden75, have to ask, I'm dating a single mom of 5, 32 and 26 female. So I guess she's 26 and a single mom of 5.
Yeah. Which is pretty impressive.
I bought Christmas gifts for her kids, but told her to take credit if asked.
Simp.
It was a substantial Christmas. I'm questioning what I'm doing, though. She's great, but I have no kids and need them. What do?
No.
What? Yeah. Like,
no.
Oof.
I was the secret stranger for a couple of years. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Yeah. No. Well, it depends. Now, look, if that's all you can do, that's different. Now, but if you're like, if you can cash your line out and you're slapping bitches down, yeah, I don't no thanks. If they had like one kid, I was swipe left. And if they message me,
let Camelot talk about dating advice. What could possibly go wrong?
If they message me and they're like, "Oh, by the way, my little angel is my life," I'm like, "All right, cool, unmatched."
Yes. It's
I ain't being nobody's stepdad today.
Yeah, it's one thing if there's one king ahead of you. There's 5 kings or queens ahead of you right now, brother. That's a long.
Props to the women that actually put their children in their Tinder profile so they don't surprise you with it later.
Yeah, it's out.
Here's
over.
Here's my I disagree with some people on I don't think that single moms are completely off the table, but there are some serious red flags here. Like 5 by 26 that's a lot of fucking kids by 26. 5 kids is a lot for a single mom that you're taking on. Like you are taking on a huge. I have 5 kids. I wouldn't marry
into responsibility.
I would marry into 5 kids, man.
Every day.
I had one and made an appointment with a doctor. God bless you, Nick. Seriously, no jokes.
It's expensive. It's crazy expensive. And look, I mean, I'm not going to generalize and say that single moms, you can't date single moms or whatever, but you got to know what you're getting into. And man, I don't think many people realize that they're getting into with 5 fucking kids.
Yeah.
And how many?
And they're all going to be real young. I mean, the oldest. I mean, even if she started having, I guess if she started having kids at 16. The oldest is 10.
There's another red flag.
Dude, you got like that's a lot
That's
of
like a
really young
circus.
kids, man.
I mean,
No, and like
you're right, but stereotypes is just for a reason.
yeah, and
They're
don't get me wrong. Like if a lady has a kid, that's whatever. It's fine. But if you're like if you got a lot going for you, you have a great job, you're in shape, you got a lot of like drive and shit. I just don't see a reason to mess around with that. It's not like they're bad people or anything. It has nothing to do with that. I'm just saying,
no. You got to just determine if it's the right move for you. And for someone out there, it is. And for you, it either is or it isn't. And you have to make that decision. But I mean, that's a lot of fucking kids. And like, what's the situation?
Just remember, it was the right choice for up to 5 people.
Like, was the dad a war hero and he died like protecting a bunch of children? Because you got to live up to that.
Nick.
In the chat, they said 5 kids by one guy, and they're in the process of divorce. So it's not 5 dudes.
That's better.
I mean,
that's better.
It's better. That's still like, it's just a responsibility, man. You got to look at their ages. You got to look at your age. You got to ask, like you said, you need to have kids or whatever. You got to ask if she wants another one, and if you're gonna handle 6. Like these are big fucking questions.
And by the way, that man that is the father of those 5 children that are now you going to be taken care of, he is always going to be number 1 forever. So
I mean, for the kids, you're saying, right?
For everyone.
Oh,
she may like. I don't give a damn what anybody says. That's the father to 5 of her babies.
Well, that's the argument against this, because there's always some man other man who's not paying for the kids that you're gonna have to check with when you discipline them.
Yep.
And you've always don't talk to my son that way. It's not your son. Anyway. Yeah. Happy birthday, Nick.
No, no, this is fine. See, it's amazing. Like conversation can occur without like crazy fighting.
You know what? I'm gonna pick a fight with Legal Vices just for like
you fuck you, Elf.
A Canadian in a fight. I want to see this. Hang on.
Oh no!
I mean, I'm not good at fighting. I got guns, so I don't have to fight people.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, we'll go from don't need to kill you to need to kill you, and in between, you can do whatever you want. But
it's like the old military.
Once you get over that line.
Speaking of Ariana Jacobs in the chat, she says another dating stream. Can't wait to give you guys an update after Bronca motivated me to prove him wrong. Oh shit.
Yeah, she's with man now. She's got a 6'4" boyfriend now.
Oh damn!
But does he like?
She hit all the check marks.
Get it, girl.
Unicorn.
Get that butt.
You go, chica.
Yeah, Hayden, you're in a tough spot, brother. You got to make a lot of like. I'm not telling you what to do or what not to do, but all these guys have given you a ton of stuff that you need to strongly consider, because you're walking through a fucking rice paddy minefield, man. And
the real red flag is like, I've got 6 kids and I hope that Child Protective Services will let me have access to them again. That is the like, okay, I got to hit the doors now.
But yeah, do some thinking, brother. It's fine that you gave these kids a nice Christmas. Do some thinking on the long term on this one.
Don't be afraid to pull the handles and eject.
Do it now before it's too late. Do it now rather than 4 years from now if you're going to do it.
Just remember, ejecting in Top Gun was 50-50.
And also,
well, hey, did you see the video of the F-35 that was like it was crashed and the pilot ejected right off the from ground level?
Wait, really? No. Did he live?
Oh yeah, he lived, but he landed kind of hard.
Yeah, I would think he doesn't have a lot of time to slow down.
Yeah,
just eject right into a video, wall.
Like he's trying to land. He's doing the land, like he's doing the vertical landing, and the front landing gear gives out, and the plane starts like fucking skidding around everywhere. It's fucking crazy.
No.
I'll see if I can find it.
To finish off that conversation, something very important for Hayden. Let's say you marry this woman and you're with her for 6-10 years, something like that. And you become very, very, very emotionally attached to those children because you've raised them. And then one day she's like, I'm done. You have no right to those children and never will. And you'll never see them again. So
depends where you are.
Well, I live in Alabama, man. You done.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
check your local jurisdiction.
That's just your sister. She lives next door.
Some of them will let you have claims, but you got to be careful about that because you're right. I mean, you get people who just go into total fucking heartbreak over that.
Yeah.
Runkle, Mandy from my locals has drawn you like one of
Oh no.
one of her French girls.
Oh God, how bad is it?
Probably better
Very.
than me.
It's pretty good.
Barry is the answer.
Here we go.
Oh God. Is that a Baldo?
It's the Baldo on the magazine.
Jesus Christ. Baldo is a grip.
Oh jeez.
Nick,
I gotta
sent you
say-
that plane crash.
Oh, that is hilarious and also the worst thing ever.
Yep, that's Mandy for you.
Oh, I love you, Mandy. You're so awesome.
Definitely not. Brandon says, "Hey, I did what you asked, Gene. You said bend over gently, not kink shaming, and you also asked to be on top. For the record, I want a lawyer. I don't know any. BD Tejas, it's Christmas Eve. It's the one night of the year when we can act a little. We all act a little nicer. We smile a little easier. For a couple of hours out of the whole year, we are the people that we always hoped we would be." Oh, that's nice to think. I don't think it's true, but it's nice to think
Why can't we have Christmas every day?
because then it wouldn't be special.
True.
We'd all be poor. Chris R, thank you all for the laughs. Merry Christmas and keep up the absurdity, please. Happily, brother. Doobie McNasty says, Merry Christmas, y'all. Hayden75 says, I should say it's 5, but one guy, and she's in the middle of the divorce. Also, be very careful stepping into a relationship in the middle of a divorce. You don't know what kind, like, even if you're not worried about you, you don't even know what kind of problems that can cause for the divorce action itself. It can actually put the woman or man, depending on who you are and what you're after, in very, very difficult positions as well.
Go watch the Texas port shooter video.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yes.
I do criminal law. I see a lot of those guys end up finding out that they have bought into
Yes.
more shit than they thought they would.
You
You
bought
bought-
into a double homicide.
You bought
Yeah.
my kids Christmas presents? Like, nah, bro, it ain't like that. It is today. The squid. I wouldn't date a single mom because I'm not about to be second to someone else's kids unless them kids see me as dad. Also, Merry Christmas. Well, and again, there's single moms who the kids don't know their dads or the dad's dead, or, you know, there's all sorts of ways people get into circumstances. Not all of them are just because someone's a hoe. So, you know, again, you got to make those individual assessments for your own sake. Hayden75, appreciate the input. I lost a kid that wasn't mine after 4 years and it almost killed me.
Yeah.
I have a lot to
Ooh.
think over, but we are approaching 1 year together without me meeting her kids at all. I helped Ed make the divorce move. Or I helped. There's an errant space in there, but I helped make the divorce move.
I was there,
Dude,
man.
you've got a big fucking target painted on you.
I was about to say he's the home wrecker, man.
Yeah, that's
He wrecked home.
I wouldn't want to be in that spot, brother. Like,
I was there, and it sucked, man.
yeah.
That's what red pilled me. That's when I got what? Well, yeah, never again.
Okay, let me read these $20. Here's what I got to do. $20 Rumble rants, finish up super chats, and then we got to get the fuck off of YouTube. I'm running late here. Which is my fault entirely.
I got all
Johan-
kinds of words I need to say and shit. Let's go.
Yeah, Johan. Oh yeah, once we get over to Rumble, we can say all.
Yeah,
the
I have
fun
my
words.
second most racist guy I ever met story too. So hurry up.
Oh, I can't wait. Second only to you, Johan Liebert. So, what would be the outcome of foreign agents acting and carrying illegally in the U.S. getting killed in a confrontation with American citizens? Sounds like an international incident of epic scale.
The local
gonna
police
depend.
basically said something along the lines of, "These boys could have gotten themselves killed."
Yeah. What would have happened is, you know, Jim Bob and Joe Jack would have smoked them, and I'm sure Fidel's son would have tried to extradite him, but nothing would have happened.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
You can't.
If they
Well,
acted
you have
in
to,
if they acted in justifiable use of deadly force, I mean,
Yeah.
they're gonna be
I
protected.
understand. Well, do you trust the U.S. government to have your back?
I don't trust Joe Biden to have my back. That's true.
That's the point.
The
Well, I
thing
trust
is,
him. I trust him to sniff my neck from
Yes.
the back.
Oh yeah, yes, he'll take your back.
Yeah.
the thing is that even if like these RCMP guys got smoked by somebody who just decided like they didn't like the looks of them, that's a U.S. crime. There's no extradition for that. It's just like, well, that's got to be prosecuted in the U.S.
Young Pei Chang, hey Cam. Oh, he's not fucking here. I'll wait till Camelot's back on that one. T Dozens, Merry Christmas, stud. I think that's the Camelot too. Hockey VG, heading to an all-inclusive for my honeymoon in a week. Your trip a few months ago got me hyped. Just adding some more good vibes to Friday Fun Stream. Merry Christmas, y'all. Dude, Lady Raggets and I spent our honeymoon at an all-inclusive down in Mexico called Gran Velas. It was magic. I don't know about y'all, but when I got married, I was fucking broke. And so we got, our honeymoon was a gift from a couple different people. It's like, well, we'll pay the room, we'll pay the all-inclusive fee. And it was great because we got to go down there and live like kings while being fucking poor. And it was amazing to just have that, that break of all the wedding planning and all that shit was done. So that was nice. Penitent Tangent, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Oh, thank you. Dark Cookies, hope them cigars are tobacco free. The respects at YouTube are racist to brown tobacco leaves. Sad. Oh yeah. Everybody is smoking non-tobacco products on the stream. It's actually just rolled up construction paper.
Chocolate. It's just chocolate.
Camelot, I got one for you. Young Pei Chang says, hey Cam, if you can't get Johnny Walker Gold in your distro, tell me where to email and I'll see if I can get you squared away.
Sweet.
Do better, bro.
Johnny Walker Gold's not that good.
Do better.
I've never tried it, man. I had a guy pay top dollar for me to drink it, and I never did.
Johnny Walker, though? I don't think
You
there's
make-
any
you
good
make
Johnny
YouTube
Walker
bucks.
product.
I drink
make
only
YouTube
Jack
bucks.
Daniels, so it might be good.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
dude.
No, they have some good older bottlings.
He's not drinking older bottlings of Jack Daniels Vices. He's just
straight
drinking
number
$20 Jack.
Oh,
I go through a lot of it. Yeah.
Aw,
Dude, I use that to make ramen and nothing else.
ramen.
Yeah, you
Pray,
get some-
Nick, do tell.
Okay, so you get some meat going in your pot.
I
Like,
gotta look
you
over here, even though I'm looking over the other way.
You put some oil down in the pot. You get your meat going in there. I don't know. You do beef, chicken, doesn't matter. And then you finish that shit with Jack Daniels. A light like a shot or two of Jack Daniels. You let that boil down a little bit. You can burn it off if you want. Doesn't matter. And then you add in your 2 cups of water. You add in some vegetables, the noodles, and then you finish it with mushrooms and scallions.
It's like what normal people do with wine to
good.
switch it out for whiskey. That sounds
Yeah,
great.
just do it Jack Daniels. It's really good in ramen.
Guess what I'm
it adds a
having for
nice
dinner.
glaze to it. Nate, the lawyer's in the chat. What's up, brother?
Hey, Nate.
Merry Christmas. Nate, we gotta
Night.
talk again soon, buddy. It's been way too long. How you doing? Love
Merry
that guy.
Christmas, Nate.
The Common Nerd says, Nick, thank you for getting me monetized. You're welcome. Did one video over you and it blew up on my channel, grifting over the King Grifter. Hope you're proud. Of course. I wonder what the video was. I haven't seen. I hope it was terrible. Like, I hope you're ripping me apart. That'd be even funnier.
I'm threatened by Camelot here. There we go.
Camelot gone wild.
Joe Ball says he's gonna come back, but the storms are fucking up with his internet, so we'll have to see. John Lee, welcome to Paralegal Status. Revenge of the Netherrealm says, yo, Nick, what's up, Cody? Merry early Christmas. D What says, happy holiday, bangers. C Hoodie. Hey, Nick, Cam, and panelists, have a wonderful Christmas. Cheers, buddy. Mandy Karavichus, question for Sean or Camelot. What gun should I draw on Runkle? This picture is approaching Sean with White Claw doodle quality so far. Well, we found out she chose the ass gun.
There we go. That's a good
Yes.
choice.
Silent Bob 78. Hey, Nick, have you ever seen the Imperial Fist versus Iron Warrior short by the Grape Lords? If you haven't, fast forward to a minute 54 to skip the Patreon ad. Okay, I will, but not right now. Tug Simp, Merry Christmas, especially Cody, you filthy animal. I love you. You drank enough for the shirt to come off?
Yeah, dude, I was getting intimidated by legal vices, so I had to.
Jeff,
Had
you're
to
gonna have to
compete.
take the jacket off. We're gonna have a
Yeah, it ain't
stream
gonna
pretty
happen.
soon.
No.
Barb
My fat
Rogers,
ass.
Miss Solar Terror sent a sticker. Dude, I'm so mad about this wind. The wind is so fucking cold that I can't go in my I can't go in my hot tub.
It's like -7 wind chill here.
Dude, it's negative 36 wind chill here.
Damn, that's
I was-
much
here.
worse.
I'll show this.
Now-
I was out. I was doing a local stream in my hot tub the other day. You guys got to see what fucking happened to
I was
me.
watching it because I have no life, and your hair, man, it was
Convert minus
Dude,
20
look at-
degrees Celsius
dude,
to
it was
Fahrenheit.
white.
It's
This-
negative 4 degrees Fahrenheit.
This looks like I drew this on. This is
It does.
the steam coming up onto my hair and freezing. It was that fucking cold out, but I was comfortable. Like I didn't even know. My locals chat's like, dude, you need to look at your face. I was like, holy shit.
Well,
I
it's,
think this
it's
is the
minus
best time
20
for hot
C
tubbing.
here. It's like minus 4 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's like 60% humidity, so it's much colder than it feels.
You could just hang out in the hot tub forever
Just
in
say,
that
is that
weather. It's
you and
fantastic.
Drex?
Yeah,
Dude, that's
as
what I had
long
to
as
do.
there's no wind.
That's what I had to do. I got snowed in Gatlinburg. I was only supposed to stay for 3 days, and I was at the top of the mountain. We only got 3 days. After 6 days, we were snowed in and we couldn't leave, so they let us stay for free. It was negative 17, and we just had to get in the hot tub because the heat didn't work. So we were just in the hot tub just every day and had a fire going. It was awful, but it was also really fun when I think about it.
Yeah,
There's like no wind. Nick's just like one of those Japanese monkeys just sitting.
It's
in the
like living
water
on the
with a frost
frontier,
his hair.
except you have a hot tub.
If you have the hot tub and there's no wind, like you can stay. Runkle just said you can stay in there forever because you're just fine. Like your body heat will keep your head like because your body can focus on keeping just your head warm enough, and the rest of you is okay. But when that wind blows, man, it like your ears start to get really fucking cold and shit freezes all over you. It's terrible. Oh God.
If I was building sort of a thing, I'd put a hot tub with like some sort of panels around it to keep the wind off.
Yeah. Anything somehow got to keep that wind away. Shot Red 555. Nick, my girlfriend and I are fans of the show. Oh, awesome. Last week, my girl gave me a Baldo for a Christmas gift, which was funny. I'll give you and Drex an update on it. Get it,
Oh my
brother.
God.
Enjoy that shit. John Michael Mansfield says, Merry Christmas, Nick. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. Alex Jones says, Building 7. That's it. Rob Ford 7777. You gonna watch the PMS Red Panda movie with the family for Christmas movie night? No. We got suckered into that before, and it was terrible. Absolutely. God, it's one of the worst fucking movies ever made. The first Pixar movie made with an all-female creative crew. It's of course about menstrual cycles.
Shocking.
That's what it was. Of course.
Oh yeah, and women turn into fucking monsters that can't be controlled. That's
Yep.
the image you want to portray.
Yep, it was great. Oh, and also every Asian mom is a tiger mom who, like, the daughter hid her B+ homework under her bed out of fear. It's like, Jesus Christ, this movie's
That
secretly
happens here.
based. Let's see. 200 Watt Studio. Merry Christmas. Hope you have a great New Year's, lads. Hey, you too, buddy. Brian Lecomte says Cartnarks is one of the funniest channels on YouTube. Follow it, lol. Pragmaticon 712. Can't find the campaign. Can we get a link? To death.
Mm.
I think I can bring that up. I think I was looking at that just a moment ago.
And I'm gonna share the link in the YouTube chat. That's his Twitter. Here it is. The campaign is closed. Can you not buy anymore?
Is it on Kickstarter?
No, it's on.
I see it on
wait.
Indiegogo.
No, this is a different one.
It looks like you can still buy it.
No,
I
Indiegogo.
posted the
Kickstarter
link.
usually has like the late.
You got the
buyer
link.
opportunity.
Okay. Runkle posted the link in the YouTube chat. Go there. That's it. Again, it's one of the best. It's one of the best looking independent produced comic. I mean, best looking graphic novels I've seen, but also like of the independent creators, and I love so many of them. This is the one I'm most excited for. Wait. Boriqua Damas says, I used to think revenge was a dish best served cold, but then I realized it actually meant getting back at somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Rain Man YYC. Tungsten is cool. You have a piece of tank armor penetrator. Yes.
You could also spike some gold from Birch Gold, and nobody will ever know that you ripped them off.
Someone in the
'cause
chat said,
they're right next to each other on the periodic
Yeah.
table.
Someone in the
That's
chat
legal
said-
advice, people.
tungsten and gold are really similar weight.
Yes,
Just ask
it's called
Fort Knox.
It's called spiking. Yes, it's called spiking gold.
Blackwing 02.
Ultrasounds don't always pick it up.
Blackwing02. Merry Christmas to you all, and shout out to my wonderful neighbor who jumped my car in this ridiculous weather so I can get some Coke for my rum. What a bro. What a fucking bro.
That is a bro.
Wesley Mazengill, in the military, not seeing family this season. Appreciate y'all giving me a good reason to drink. Happy holidays. Cheers to you, brother. Thanks for your service. Very, very cool of you to sacrifice a portion of your life for your fellow man. BD, or for your GI Bill or whatever you did it for. It doesn't really matter. BD Tejas, thank you, Nick, for everything you do. Oh, you're welcome. Ear Elephant, 71 degrees in Phoenix tomorrow. Get wrecked. Merry Christmas. You know what? I just got one thing to say to you. Fuck you. Bad Dragonite. Canadian feds glowing so hard they end up here. Luis Cuevas. Griffith. Ari Jacobs. Oh, wait. That must be Runkle. Yeah, Runkle, you got to ditch the Legolas. It'd be Griffith.
Yeah, no. I feel like for Halloween I need to do a thing for like the Witcher outfit. Although we got to see, maybe the Witcher's going to suck because Cavill's gone.
Witcher
I still
would be
think you
good,
should
but-
dress up as Danny, and Danny should dress up as you.
That's a pretty solid one. Although
That
the
would be
problem is I
hilarious.
don't know that anyone would notice.
I think, but I think you got the build of Griffith more than you have the build of the Witcher, personally.
Oh, that's 100%.
Plus Griffith is fucking cool. Well, he's a little gay.
Geralt of Canada.
Doobie McNasty says, Camelot, I raised a kid for 10 years before his mom and I divorced. Sucks, man.
Mm.
Wesley Massengill, one of 3 siblings with different dads. We're all very close. The dad who stayed gets all the glory. There you go. There's a different perspective. Bad Dragonite. Maybe the real red flag was the friends we made along the way. Merry Christmas. Rita Castillo. Pinchy Nick, is Lady Raggets decorating your nose for Christmas? Love ya. Feliz Navidad. No, she's not. She's not going to do that. She's not. Definitely. When I came in from inside though, or came in from outside today, my nose is beat fucking red. It was crazy. It looked like I drank 12 shots. It was awful, just from the wind.
She's not bringing you any artificial snow for your nose?
No. As I've said, tried that once, don't like it at all. Hate it. Gross. Definitely not. Brandon says, Gene XO, you know it was thicker than quicker. And a squirt and a tongue emoji. Archaic Empress says, just gonna say, I have it on very good authority that the F-35 pilot was a female.
I'm shocked.
Sean, that's your story right there.
Yeah, I sent you the second one's the one without any watermarks and shit in it.
Okay, we'll pull that up on Rumble. Kim Ripley says, bring Nate on for some boozy Christmas bucks. Does Nate actually want to come on? Is he still here?
Yeah, be awesome.
I'll send Nate the link if he's still here. Absolutely. Let's see. Definitely not. Brandon also said, I would like to propose to Gene O. We need to solidify things. It's been very fluid so far. And Spitfire says, Merry Christmas, y'all. Had to get hoodies out for the dip into 40 degrees tonight, but end up looking like Legal Vices on way home because 70 degrees hits you, Arizona. Wild. Let's see. Speaking of wild, I do need to do this real quick before we transition. Like Keffels, we've got a sponsor for the show. It
Lucas.
is
Who is it?
birchgold.com/nose. Look, don't get tungsten for your IRA or 401k. Get yourself some genuine gold and silver from Birch Gold. Birchgold.com/nose. Specifically for you guys, Ricada Law listeners, you just go there, you click on this green button. It says, ooh, I don't know if I wanted you to touch that. And then you click it again. It says, ooh, actually, I really did. And then you click it a third time and it says, don't stop clicking. And you just keep clicking it until suddenly it brings you to the next page. And then you give them some information. They give you a call and they will tell you how to get gold or silver into your IRA as a hedge against inflation and market volatility. These are 2 things that are notorious destroyers of lifelong savings. Inflation makes your money worth less, and market volatility just fucking destroys your account. I know they say on average over a 30-year period, the S&P has always done 11% or whatever it is. Yeah, except when you lose that 30% one year, which happens in every 30-year period, that average doesn't mean shit because it takes a whole lot longer to bring that 30% back than it took to destroy the value. Gold and silver can help you hedge against that shit. But what do I know? I'm just a humble YouTube merchant. Birch Gold is the company with all the answers, and they're the ones who can give you the information, make an informed decision. birchgold.com/knows. Click the green button, get some info, be informed. Thank you all for listening to that. And to the YouTube audience, I have to say, click that link, pop over to Rumble. We'll be there in a second. I've got this little outro video, and then we're going to be Rumble exclusive. If you don't come over to Rumble, I'll see you next time. Have a good night, guys. Peace.
Building 7.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen,